So boy, has journalism taken a dive. Multiple sites are now reporting that there are rumors suggesting the Xbox Scorpio is going to be somewhere in the neighborhood of $800. Now, I do find it a little bit strange that these rumors happened right as the holiday season was about to start kicking off. I really wasn't planning on reporting this because I looked at it and I thought it was dumb. I didn't think it would catch on, but there are already multiple sites reporting on this using this first article as a reference, and I've also got people tweeting me now this information. So I'm sure there's probably a good amount of people out there who have been reading this and thinking this may have some legs. So let's read the article. Xbox big boss Phil Spencer defended earlier this week why Xbox Project Scorpio will be very expensive than other consoles in the market. However, he did not really say how much exactly will it cost. Now, there are rumors that the actual price tag will be around $800. Is this what Phil actually said this week? Did he say it'll be very expensive than other consoles in the market? No, here's what he said. Quote, Scorpio will be a premium console. It will cost more than the Xbox One S, obviously. That's how we're building it. We haven't announced price points for Scorpio yet, but I want to make sure that the investments we're putting into the product of Scorpio meets the demands of the higher end customer, and that will be a higher price. That's it. He says Scorpio is going to be priced higher than the Xbox One S. Now, if you consider that news, if you assume that the Scorpio would be priced the same or lower than the Xbox One S, chances are you're probably struggling in life. So let's move on to this, quote, rumor that the price tag is going to be around $800. The prediction came via a comment in an article about the Xbox Project Scorpio. So if you click on this, it does take you to the source, and it literally is a comment about the article. It's not a comment within the article itself. It's not some engineer or an insider who's telling this sort of rumor. It's literally from some rando in the comment section, which, by the way, was posted 3 months ago. And they just decided to grab this comment and make a story about it just this week. So here's what the comment says. Obviously, the Scorpio will be stronger. It has almost a 50% advantage over the Pro. The Scorpio has specs that can actually compete with modern high-end PCs, so if it comes out to $800 like I expect, then it will actually be a decent value for people who refuse to build a PC. $800, what a hell of a value, right? Especially when you consider that you can go buy a 9 teraflop GTX 1080 right now off the store shelf, and it only costs $600. So please continue to tell me more about value. And I like how they, again, took a random comment from some article and turned that into a rumor. But aside from this, Microsoft has actually already given you clues about the price of this console. Back in October, Phil Spencer said, quote, so you can see the price of the S today. When we designed both of these, which we kind of designed it in parallel, we thought about the price performance of what we wanted to hit with the Scorpio relative to what we were going to be able to do with the S, so that we have a good price continuum. So people wouldn't look at the two things as so disconnected because of the price delta. He's saying that he doesn't want there to be a huge gap between the price of the S and the Scorpio. He goes on to say, so I think you will feel like it's a premium product, a premium console, and not anything more than that. So I wouldn't get people worried that this thing is going to be unlike any console price you've ever seen. We didn't design it that way. So if it's not going to be unlike any price you've ever seen before on consoles, which the highest price so far that we've seen was the PS3 launching at $600. And if they don't want a huge gap between the Xbox One S and the Scorpio, then chances are you can pretty much safely bet that this thing is not going to be $800. And like I've told you before in the past, for 6 teraflops, this may be big for consoles, but it's already outdated compared to PCs. My guess is, and this is simply a guess, this isn't a rumor, this isn't from anybody on the inside, pure speculation based on common sense and what the prices are out there currently on the market. If I had to guess, I would say that the Scorpio is going to be probably in the neighborhood of around $500. But anyway, just wanted to point out how these so-called rumors of Scorpio being $800 are based on nothing but pure BS, and it's a disgrace that anybody wrote these sort of articles. Now, there are some really good deals going on right now for the Xbox One S and the PS4 Slim. I will leave links down below to those, as well as half off on several AAA games, so links will be down below. Also, post below, tell me how much you think Scorpio may end up costing you. That does it for me, the Red Dragon. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah.